Alright, so today I'm going to be continuing on with the concept art for the beginning of my graphic novel. Um, we started out with the ship design. Now we're moving on to what the crew looks like. I think I'm only going to feature 3 different characters inside of the ship, and I want it to be, sci-fi, classic, simplistic, but not as simplistic as the story will tend to look as it progresses. So maybe it can be a little bit gritty. I'm not entirely sure yet, but that's what this stage is about: is figuring out what the feel's going to be. Before I start, here's some concept art as to what there's going to be a character that transforms into a more simplistic version of himself, purportedly through like interdimensional travel, unbeknownst to the character. But I want it to be kind of cartoony and weird, and also the ability to have the character be very expressive when the action is taking place in the novel, graphic novel. So before that transformation, I definitely want the character to be more gritty and not really expecting this life change. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be focused on today. I've got the ship design. I might use that as kind of a reference for color and look of the crew's armor. I'll probably just focus on basic wear. There might be more than 3 character crew members, but they'll probably either just be background, or I might be able to write the story to where they're not even shown in the script or in a panel. I've got a few references that I pulled off of Pinterest. I might use them, I might not. That could be very overly simplistic, of a little bubble over the head on that one, but it might be interesting. I'm gravitating more towards an outfit like these 2. But yeah, there's the SpaceX space uniform. Fun fact, I used to do submission patches for different contractors at NASA, and some of them went into space for their specific research missions. That was a fun job. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, and hopefully we'll start to develop something that I like. At this stage, I usually start with silhouettes. That's a very common thing. Shape carving is another name for it. This will probably be a little bit looser. But yeah, I'll go ahead and start getting the character going. So I usually start with like a head and stuff, but today for some reason I'm feeling like I want the character to be really grounded. So I'm just going to start with the legs. This will be more of a realistic character, not cartoony in proportion. Kind of at a 3/4 angle. I think this will be a male character. Well, yes, if it's the main character, it's definitely a male character. Let's see. It's good to establish the horizon line so you know, like, what eye level. So the rib cage. we can use this. We're doing like the base, so then we can add different variations. We'll duplicate this, and then make some variations. Let's see how long it should go. But yeah, this is very loose. We'll make it better over time, I promise. Kind of establishing how far the arms go down. Staying very loose and sketchy. Okay, now the head can be decently tall. Now the reason I have the horizon line where his eye level is that we, the viewer, are looking at this character at eye level. So we're standing, we're also looking at him. It makes him relatable, because it's like in real life, if you're with somebody who you're standing with and they're same height, you're seeing eye to eye. We want to see eye to eye with this character, so I think that's a good pose to start with. We're not going for a larger than life character. This is somebody you want to be relatable. Will also, when they're going through the journey that I'm going to put him on, he'll also be like, what is going on? And if there's any moments of silence, it's just me thinking, processing, figuring stuff out, tinkering. It's gonna be a little bit of a stretch for me to talk and work at the same time. I'm not used to doing this, so I just gotta get used to it. Write things down. Establish where his face goes. Cheekbone. Edge of the forehead where the skull. The skull starts to rotate and go back the other direction. The skull's kind of a little bit longer than that. So. Let's see. I like to use the liquefy tool in Clip Studio to like kind of. Oh, I did that on the same layer. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I like to use the liquefy tool. There's the liquefy. To move things around until it feels right. You can do this in Photoshop too. There's not really too much difference. I will say the Photoshop liquefy tool is probably better. That's probably one thing that it does do better because it's focused on photography mainly. So there's a lot of warping to be done. Still isn't feeling right. Something I also like to do is establish my ground plane just so the perspective feels right, because right now it does not feel right. So I have like I have some pre-made grids that I like to use. And I can just drag and drop them in from the library assets. Okay, that doesn't feel too off. Okay, that's not too bad. Go ahead and rasterize it so it doesn't slow things down. Make it blue. So it's not as distracting. Okay, clean up a little bit. It's going to be great. Y'all could be at if I was able to live stream, I could be getting questions as I'm working. I'm happy to answer questions. Yeah, I'll take a moment of silence as I figure this out and mention anything that I'm doing. I think we can kind of move this out a little bit. Maybe make his pose a little wider. Still not quite feeling right. I am a little bit rusty on drawing figures. I probably should have done a warm-up before I started this, but oh well. This will be the warm-up. As I get going, it'll that could be it. Maybe this starts here. Okay, I think that's not bad. You know, this isn't a figure drawing tutorial, so well, I mean, it's not really a tutorial at all. It's just me talking about what I'm working on and just sharing insight, thought process, that sort of thing. Maybe you find this entertaining. I like to watch other YouTubers as they work on their craft. I think that's a decent start. Decent silhouette. I mean the end goal for this character is they're gonna go away. So I don't necessarily know how important or think it's that important to develop that much of a character, but it probably is. You never know. Maybe this character returns, and then I'll be like, man, I really should have developed this character more, and now it doesn't make any sense. So it's a valid thing, I think, to spend some time on the main character's original look. I feel like this needs to go back some more. Something I like to do is open another window. That was not the opening another window button. New window. Kind of do a zoomed out version to see how it looks a smaller size. And I'm also going to flip. I think a lot of other artists do this, and it really helps to mirror your artwork. It makes you notice the things that are not looking right pretty much every time. You should do this constantly. It makes a huge difference. This still doesn't feel right, so I'm gonna. Let's go right here. We're gonna figure this out. Why this is not quite feeling satisfactory. Are these legs turning out a little bit more? Maybe it's a little janky, bow-legged. I always forget, is the inside of the ankle is higher. Is that right? Yeah. I always forget this. I always have to look at my own legs. Inside is higher, outside's lower. Okay, that's that's feeling better. It's like a little more of it. The knee's more in the center here, and the other knee is more out. This is looking more like a more interesting pose. Like, it's still relaxed, but it's not weird looking like it was before. I started a recording before this one and it got jacked up, and I'm really hoping that doesn't happen again. Please don't get messed up again. What's looking off? Head's looking a little. Okay, and there's things to make this go faster. Clip Studio has 3D figure models you can throw in there. I don't. I always forget about it. I don't typically use it, but there's nothing wrong with getting some aid to make your life easier when drawing the figure. Usually don't draw faces this. Okay. I feel like I could lean over a little bit. Okay. Feels a little bit better. Lasso this and move forward a little bit. Okay. I think that's a good start. So I'm going to make this light and start over again. Add the details. And I am also gonna. It's kind of tiny. I think I might make this a little bit larger, so I have more space for the. I'm already at 4K resolution. But maybe I'll make this double the size, so we can get into the nitty-gritty, which is what I like to do. I am a I'm bad about zooming in too much, but since it's for YouTube, so you can see better, I will zoom in. Let's figure out his face. Cheekbone. Chin. This will probably still be in a cartoony style. I don't want to go about it like this. I need to be more loose and free. But so, okay, so the eyes. That's where the crease in the eye goes. Nose. These measurements, that it all just comes from decades of practice and learning. Drawing faces for a long time. That's what I draw like all the time, is heads. I usually don't even draw the body. I'm fascinated with drawing heads, and I do that like all the time. I do want to be more loose about things, though, so I should stick with that. We got our nose. Mouth is about right there. Bottom of the eyelid. A little bit of the eye, top of the eyelid showing. Got our eyebrows here. And this character is looking pretty generic. I'm not sure if I want him to be anything but generic. Question is, do we want him to be gruff? It would be kind of funny for a gruff character to turn into this. That would be pretty funny. And be able to make faces like that. So, maybe we should give him a little bit of tude. Also wondering about hair. Like what do we want to say about this character with his hair? Does everybody have a shaved head on as a member of this crew? Like, do they all keep their hair simple, or is it like stylized sci-fi hair, like Fifth Element type weird stuff? I mean, my favorite kind of sci-fi is dirty, like Alien and Aliens franchise, where it's like all beaten up and dirty, that sort of thing. I think that's the fun stuff for me. Well, I don't know. I love so much of it that it's hard to say. I also like clean stuff, because like I said in my last video, Mobius is one of my favorites, and he does some really clean designs. But that said, he also worked on the movie Alien and Aliens, so actually it might have just been Alien. But he does both, and I like both too. Alright, so he's got deep eyelids, heavy eyelids like he's tired. Some more crow's feet. But he should probably have his eyes closed more. Yeah, that's better. That feels better. Feeling his eyelids. I wonder, interesting if the character was like an old man or something. Like the main character is nearing the end of his life and then he turns into this. That might be kind of interesting too. I want to fill in the lips. I'll do that with color. You get after you do a certain amount of years. Sorry, I keep coughing. I've had a cold or a virus from like 3 weeks ago, and it really did a number on me. I'm still feeling it, so I apologize if I keep coughing in your ear. But I'm trying to get over it. More defining masculine features, like nice jawline, some cheekbones. Now, I also like to draw realistically too, but since I'm making a comic, I don't think I'm gonna really do something like that. It'd be hard to do realism for every single panel. Alright, well, it's something. I mean, this is just the base, so we still gotta figure out what he's wearing, do all the fun stuff, figure out what he's wearing. Actually, to be honest, this is probably all we need to do before we put some clothes on him. Maybe I'll add like a little bit of stubble. Let's see, what brush do I use for stubble? Let me hide this. It's not bad. It'll do. So I just got shaped in. If you can cheat, or it's not really cheating, but if you can do something that makes your life easier and faster, I say do it. You do it. I'll work on shadow. Usually color and shadow makes it not look as excuse me, cartoony. It's got some pretty bushy eyebrows, but I'm here for it. Alright, I think this is looking pretty good. Maybe one last. My kid's listening to the Frozen 2 theme song, and I hear her like making the sound in the background. Another thing I like to note is eyes don't always, and typically don't, show up entirely as white. I'm here for it. Okay. A little bit of... This guy should look a little tired. Should look a little tired. He's been out. He's been out in space for a long time. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, I am spending way too much time on this one. I mainly wanted to set out and do outfits. So, in this case, I like to, really quick ideas, I like to use the border effect. And I'll probably use this brush because it's a lot more solid. But I like to build kind of the same idea of shape carving the silhouette. I also like to shape carve the outfits. You can quickly make ideas by doing it this way. Kind of like baggy pants. I don't want it too similar to what the character turns into. So this could be like one full outfit. So if I wanted to make another layer, I can quickly do so. Maybe what's going on is he has like a little zipper that goes all the way down. That'd be interesting. Like I said, I can just make as many of these as I need until I get something that I like. And I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this one very much. I'm already like, yeah. But we'll see. I'm gonna keep playing around with it. Phi thing for some reason. Just like that. Maybe it goes like this. And it's kind of the clothes kind of drape. We can make as many of these layers as we want, and I'll probably just flatten the whole thing and not even worry about it, because I like flattening things because I can change the blending mode of the brush and do a lot of coloring and tweaking the shadows and lights that way. And I'll show you what I mean later on in this process. And those are just quick ideas. Maybe some soles to the shoes, a little bit of boot action going on. The cool thing is, if you want, you can lock the pixels on this layer. Take like a black brush and then draw little extra details in there if you want. So it seems like on the side there could be like a little seam there. So you can quickly, in here, as you can see with the pixels locked, I can't draw outside of the shape that I already have. So you stay within that shape that you just made. If I went in here, I could draw that there's some little folds going on. I think this side's like a little bit longer, so fix that. A little bit of a band at the bottom. All that. Okay. Still a funky outfit. I don't know if I'm going to go with it. It's kind of droopy. But we'll keep playing with it. All the while I'm looking at my references, getting ideas, so I don't get stuck. Trying to add something visually interesting to the thigh pads. it. I think as I've already mentioned. Keep going with it for now. Let's do another layer. Guess this isn't really a tutorial, it's more of like a walkthrough. So I'll be sure to label as such, because I don't want to mislead people. Biggest thing to get better is practice. Do effective practicing. Let's see. Could do something weird here, or keep it. It's not too bad. Cuffs. Rough cuffs. And this is just blocking in. This is like the same concept of shape carving, but I'm just doing it with the outfit. So I just merged it all because that makes it a little easier to manage. Might be interesting if it kind of reverses. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And then you can keep adding new layers on. Oh, something that I like to do instead of working in like gray. The reason I'm working in gray is because then I can go in on this layer and change the blending mode to color. And because it's gray, it'll pick up the color. Because it's gray, it'll pick up color. If I were to put white in there, as you can see, it doesn't. It doesn't. White's white, so that it's the brightest. The brightest any pixel can be, so it's not going to pick up any color. So I prefer to work in gray, but if I'm just doing line art and I'm building these outfits, sometimes what I like to do is so you got your border, you draw a part like that, fill it in, start another one. Fill it in, and this is nothing. I don't know what I'm making. I'm just doing this as an example. You can quickly like put together weird, or not. It's not everything's weird. You can put together shapes and objects by learning this line art. So if you're not that good at line art, you can always do it this way, and it automatically draws the lines on the outside, and you're building your shapes, but it gives you line art as you're building this. But what I do next is I merge these because there's a white background. It merges, and so those are laid over each other. But it's like, well, what if I want to color this? Yeah, I could go in and do a multiply layer to color this, but that's not really an optimal way to do it. You can simply, in Clip Studio Paint, there is a option to convert brightness to opacity. So if you go to Edit, and there it is right there, convert brightness to opacity. That will remove the white from the artwork. So if you notice right here, I can look, the white's gone. So now you could go in and fill in the colors behind, so you have more control. I'll set a reference layer. Fill it. You know, do whatever you want with it really quickly. Yeah, that's another way of doing it. But since I'm going to be coloring this, I'm not bothering with that currently, and because it's like really rough, I'm not too concerned about it. For now, I'm going to say this is default because I keep doing this. So I want to save time, and I'll just change it back if I need to. Let's see. Let's give them kind of a thick. Oops. Just adding a little detail, interesting details to the outfit. Seeing how I like it. It's starting to be a little more interesting to me. We can repeat that other design on the knee or thigh pads. I got not knee pads; those are knee pads. We can repeat that pattern. You could do it here too. That could be interesting. A little flying leaf. Anyways, just want to say thanks for watching currently. I don't know if this is exciting or not, but I just wanted to start sharing the skills that I picked up over the years. I was working on a fantasy adventure game for a couple of years, leading like a team of artists on that game. Although the characters I was working on were animals. So it's been a while since I've done like human characters, but it's good. That's what I used to draw most of the time in the past. So is there anything else I would do to this? Flatten it out. Do another one, maybe like a. I need a It's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. Merging again. I really need to make videos about my setup for Clip Studio and the reasons I love it so much, but that is for another time and probably multiple videos, because there's a lot of things that I want to go over and that I utilize a lot. There's still stuff in Photoshop that is super useful, but okay, so now since I've got this all on one layer, I can go in and use either overlay or multiply to start doing shadows, or it's safer sometimes to just do it on a separate layer. But so I can do that. Maybe let's I'll do color afterward. You can change the color of the shadows after the fact. So let's make a reference of where our shadow is coming in, or our light is coming from. Let's do that. This is represents like a 3D light that you'd see in like Blender or one of those other 3D programs. I like to draw arrows to indicate where the light's coming from, and once I'm done with it, I'll just delete the layer. But just set yourself up for success. There's no reason to not do something like that. I really shouldn't be doing this yet, actually. I should do more outfits like I said I was going to do. I just get ahead of myself. I mean, I kind of like this outfit now after I kept adding more details, but that's not a good process to just do one. You never know what you're going to get. So I should do some more. Let's do something a little simpler, something clean and like very minimal. I'll just try. Let's see, what can we do that's a little interesting? It'd be weird to do like baggy pants at the bottom. That's not very that's not very sci-fi. Unless, all right, let's do our clean. We'll make this really clean and add like a design to it. Yeah, I want at least one version that's like this. Very like I don't remember what they wore in 2001 Space Odyssey. Like, it's probably more detailed than this. Oh, you know what? It's kind of like Ender's Game. I think that's kind of the feel that this one will have. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but check it out. They've got some really cool design. But this outfit will be a lot more colorful. Theirs were like a dark, cool gray or something like that. But this is like this is good. And so I'll pixel lock this so I can draw in my design for the outfit. So the legs come up like that. Yeah, this is fun. We're having fun. This is fun, guys. Guys and gals, is this fun? This is fun. This is where you get to have fun in design. Okay. This is stupid. Okay, I hate it. I don't hate it. I'm just being silly. I have this weird thing where I get a cold and it stays with me forever. Or at least a few months before I finally break it. That's what I'm currently going through. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. That looks fun. So we should have a little bit of a chest here. I think. People do have chests, you know. That little. I don't know, adding some lines to make it look a little wrinkled. This is kind of weird. You kind of do something weird here. This is supposed to be a little more normal. So there could be like a cool, one of my references, or actually a lot of them have like patches and stuff like that. But it'd be cool if maybe there's a patch on the shoulder, like right there. Maybe on both sides. They don't mess around. They want you to know who's branded them. I kind of like the solid. It's almost like it's a one big glove that goes all the way up to the shoulder. I kind of dig that idea. It's kind of silly. It's kind of like a giant dishwashing glove. Like a factory that makes food. They have those big giant gloves that go all the way up to their basically their shoulders. Yeah, his finger. They're like, there's only one giant finger. They're like cooking nuts among the astronauts. Okay, well, that's another idea. I should keep moving on. Let's organize these together. So that's another one. See, these don't take that long. And they shouldn't take that long because you're just working the ideas out. And that's the goal. Let's get a bunch of your ideas out there. And then see how it looks. See how it measures up to other ideas. See how it measures up to your references. Are they good? I don't know. That's for you to figure out. Oh, great. That's one thing that's really annoying. It constantly happens to me with Clip Studio Paint. When I saving to Dropbox, it sometimes fails to save. Crew uniform. I'm saving it on another monitor. Here, you can see what I've done. I don't even think I had a name for this file, but I'm now saving it as the crew uniform. Okay. That SpaceX uniform is pretty wild, but also pretty wrinkly. Why is it so wrinkly? Okay, I think I know what I want to do next. I think that it would also be fun. Maybe the entire crew. Yeah. Because this kind of reflects what. I think I showed this in my last. Or, no, I showed this a little while ago. This kind of reflects what the main character becomes. But in a more realistic sense. Maybe I should have done that to the last design. Yeah. That's okay. I'm going to do this one up a lot. It's kind of similar. Well, maybe make it a little more wrinkly and clumped together at the bottom. Thinner on top. Should get one of those apps that shows what hotkeys I'm pressing all the time, because I know I use a lot of hotkeys. I love hotkeys. I have like a half keyboard. Well, I'm working on Cintiq, and then I have a half keyboard to the left of my monitor, and I changed like all the keys, and I set up all these custom things, and I'm very extra like that because I like to be efficient. I like to be fast, and I don't like getting impeded by switching tools, going from tool to tool, finding going through menus and stuff like that. So we can have some big gloves here. Okay. Yeah, it could be interesting. He's got like a belt or something here. how I can fill this in. Maybe, unless I missed a gap. Sometimes you miss gaps. I'm using the fill tool. And that's annoying. I'm liking this one. I'm going to remove this and do the belt in a different color just so I can keep... Well, I don't even need to do it in a different color. I'll just do it in a different layer so it has its own lines. Okay. Should be like suspenders or something. He's got like these big, yeah, these big like shoulder straps. Or if it just be one, or that one, and then one way bigger, one way bigger one. This is my story. I can do what I want, you know? You're making your own story. You can, and you don't have a publisher or anything like that. You can do whatever you want. As my father-in-law once said, you can bring your own hamburger. And I'm bringing my own hamburger. And I'll do even one more, just show belt loopholes, and then like in the design reference, just like a little, yeah, clip, one of those clipped on type of belts that you can easily unclip. What time is it? It's 11:30 here. Okay. You can have some baggy pants here. I might do this on another layer, just so it goes behind the glove. Yeah, that's better. Oh, so I did end up doing baggy pants. Nice. Baggy pants are fun. But that kind of makes it look like a hazmat suit or something like that. So I think that I am going to undo that. I don't like it. This is okay, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. It can be kind of baggy. I'll have them just be like normal pants that go all the way down. There we go. And end at the ankle. It's on the little normal. Oops. I undid that. Really cut it and put it on another layer. I make little oopsies all the time, and especially with the fill, I like aggressively fill things, and then I end up having like a gap in my line work. And I have to wait for the whole screen to fill before I can undo it. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but maybe it's just me. But Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Okay, so kind of baggy. Okay. It's kind of, these gloves remind me of a terrible time when I was a teenager, not a teenager. I was like, I mean, it's probably like 10 or 11. I guess that's a teen. I think we were on a trip, staying in a cabin in Tennessee, and I think I had the flu, and I just felt like crazy cold. And I was so cold that I got next to the fire that we had going in the cabin, and I was wearing my winter gloves, my snow gloves, and I was so cold that I didn't even notice that my glove caught on fire. It was smoking. And yeah. Yeah, that was a terrible time. I puked my guts out and just had the worst. It was a terrible trip. I did not enjoy it. I used to like the place where we stayed, but I can't do it anymore. So my family, for some reason, likes to go back to the same places, and they like going to that cabin. But man, I was done with that cabin after that. What else should we do? It's like a little communication device or something like that. Let's maybe add and that goes down the arm. That'll be a different color. And see, you don't need to make this precious or anything. This isn't going to be final art that needs to be highly rendered or anything like that. You can just take your time. What I'm going to do is cut this out. There. Follows the line. They all still got their lines on there. Okay. Those are three very different outfits. Maybe I should. Yeah, excuse me. Maybe I should have the lines going down the side of the pants too. I hope this isn't boring. I need to learn how to up my YouTube game. Promise the story will get a lot more interesting over time. Oh, what's gonna add? Yeah, this will be fun. You know what? I'll probably, since I'm quiet right now, I'll speed things up and join you back up when I've got more designs to talk about, more stuff to talk about. Once I'm done with all these, we can kind of go over the designs and make a decision about where to go next. And I'll probably end the video there, just so I can break this up into different sections, because this is already going to be really long. It's going to be a long video, so yeah, I'll see you at the end. Alright, so I've got 4 designs here. I think I'm going to end it here. Let me know in the comments which one's your favorite. Let me number them real quick. And I know I don't have much of an audience. I don't have an audience basically to do this, but let me know which one's your favorite. If you're watching this video and watch Chilean, thank you. Let me know which one's your favorite. And yeah, this last one's got some alien vibes to it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, as you can see, it's very quick and easy. It makes it easy to build all these shapes with that line stroke, the border effect layer property in Clip Studio. Just build a ton of layers together. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, about like 18, 19 layers here. Then I can just merge them all. Oops. See what happened here. Oh, I merged it with the letters. Or numbers, I mean. There. Alright, so we got all our outfits on layers. Base body. Pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.